Welcome back to the action. Jonathan Warner inbounds the ball to Brian Dix. We're underway here in the second half. Go! And an early 2 points there for Pac-Man.
Well, these platypi really need to get something going here if they want to have a shot at this.
Yes, they do. We saw them put up a lot of points the last time they played in the second half. That was thanks to a lot of threes by Ethan Hickey. Unfortunately, Ethan Hickey had his knee bloodied in the first half, so he will not be in after the first few minutes as he tries to stop the bleeding. Drew playing very tight coverage on, Matt Green there.
You know, this platypi team just seems to be in pain all around.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of this new single I just heard the other day on our channel, debuting Superman's Pain by that great upstart band LHM.
Yeah, you know, their first single, they're up to over 150 views now on our channel, so we're thankful, one, that the LHM band is getting some good publicity. Thankfully, it's drawing users to our channel too, so it's a win-win.
It is a win-win. The platypi would like to win-win tonight so they could play again.
Yes, they would. Unfortunately, right now, it's not looking like that. And it's forcing us to sit here and consider what we may do next.
You know, Greg, I gotta ask, is it really fair the way that this tournament has been set up? I mean, we had the platypi, who were dead last in the league, playing the #1 seed in the tournament tonight. I think like it might be a little bit of a mismatch, especially for a tournament opener.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for being the #1 seed. It's almost like a bye, although not quite. You know, getting back to what we may do next, you know, we've had some requests to film other intramural basketball games other than this one. You know, if it's okay with you, I think we might try and film the championship game, just because that could prove very interesting.
Well, I don't think I have anything scheduled for that time, especially since after this I'll pretty much be out of work unless my resume happens to catch some eyes someplace.
True. Warner, he's not going to... Yes, he is. He's going to take the shot. And, oh! Finally puts one in. That looks like a 2.
See that?
TJ Wilson. TJ Wilson reminds me, class SGA elections were today. Speeches were today. Voting goes through Wednesday. And Helms, what did you think going to your class? What did you think of... it's my class too. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. Can only be in one place at once. And I chose to go to the freshman speeches. But that's another story. What did you think of our class's speeches?
Well, you know, class SGA elections are usually pretty tame affairs, especially when you get up to junior and senior elections. Of course, rising junior rising.
Right, of course, yeah.
The current senior class had no chapel cake, which must have been nice.
Yeah.
But a lot of people running unopposed there and in those situations. And, you know, it really makes you wonder why you even have a chapel to let them speak, because there's really no one else to vote for.
Absolutely, and you know, of course you still have the option to vote no, but no one really does that enough to make a difference. And they don't release voting totals, so it doesn't really matter. As long as they win, they win. They lose, but that's really not going to happen.
That's true. Actually, I think some of the candidates might have been better off if they hadn't have spoken.
Well, did any of them stand out to you in a positive way?
You know, Timothy Baldy did.
All right. I heard he actually mentioned me in my speech, so I automatic yes vote there for mentioning.
He mentioned you in your speech? How was he giving your speech, Brady?
I mentioned me in his speech. Excuse me. It's been a long season here, and I guess my mind is elsewhere, like on what we might do next.
Some more steak. That's what it is. You need more steak.
TJ Wilson's basketball shorts looking a little tight there. We're sorry about that.
Maybe we can blur those out.
We might have to try.
You know, shorts are something to come under heavy regulations on this campus. We do have an RA in the building, and that's actually 2 RAs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think actually 3. I saw Daniel Downing here. I don't know if he still is. But no, and Andrew Kahn's over there. At least 4 RAs here, Helms.
So I'm guessing
we're surrounded.
Those are actually within regulation, either that or nobody really cares. But
yeah.
They do seem a little tight.
Well, anyway, TJ Wilson running for male rep of his class. TJ is a rising junior. He running unopposed. as were, like you said, most of the upperclassmen elections. Underclassmen, freshmen, sophomores, a lot of their positions were contested, which is nice to see. Well, sophomores anyway, excuse me. Freshmen aren't here yet.
That's true. You won't know who they are.
Starkey for two, not even close.
Next fall, the intramural sport to watch will be volleyball, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and you know, I haven't decided if I'm going to play, coach, or videotape yet, but we'll see. Either way, it's going to be a good season, our senior year, trying to finally win one of those championship t-shirts that we've talked about.
That's true. So far, the only thing our class has been able to win is intramural football.
Did we win that this year?
I don't know if we won this year, but we have in the past.
All right, well, that's good enough for me, although unfortunately I was not on a team, or neither were you, so we still don't have t-shirts.
That's true. We've also been completely unable to win Spirit Week.
Yes, we have. You know, we actually haven't even come close. So
seems like we're dead last just about every year.
Yep.
The Platypi finishing dead last this year, it looks like.
And surprisingly enough, there are no juniors. Well, no, there are no juniors on this team, so apparently it's not just a junior thing. A collection of other classes have a hard time winning anything, too.
And you have to wonder, what is it that causes everything that we touch to be so bad, grading it up? Are we bringing it down? I don't know.
I don't think so. I'm going to say it's not us. And even if it was, I would continue to do this. You know, we're slowly growing more popular as more people hear about it and ask questions. And that's how you start, so...
There's been talk tonight and a little bit earlier.
Not sure what Starkey was doing there.
I think he was trying to pass the ball, but it didn't work.
No, it didn't. And when you can't do something simple like pass the ball to your teammate, sharing, as it were, you can't win.
Let me stop you right there. Passing isn't that simple in a game like basketball. Sometimes you're moving, the other person's usually moving. There are people in between you who are also moving. The ball is moving. The floor is slick. There's just all kinds of factors that you have to fit into this equation for passing.
Corin with the rebound. Nice job there. Got his hands up. We've talked about that a lot lately.
I mean,
all right, fair enough. So passing's not that easy. Do you think it...
True, passing to basketball would sound like rocket science.
Really? That hard, you think?
Well, it depends on how technical.
I wouldn't know. I don't play. Warner finally draws the foul.
One thing we are going to be playing is bocce as soon as that set arrives.
Tomorrow afternoon we will be playing. Mark my words, I am really looking forward to that. That's not really something that you videotape, but we will enjoy playing ourselves.
We invite all of our viewers to get their own bocce sets and play along at home.
And you know what? You send us your videos of bocce. Why not, right?
You know, I can't think of a good reason.
All right. The reason is we will soon be running out of material, and we need something from you, I guess, is our reason.
Yeah, we can take over from Tom Bergeron on America's Funniest Home Videos.
I can imagine some pretty funny things would happen when playing bocce, but that's just me. You know, we live on a hill here, and there are many other hills on top of this hill, so, you know, it could get very interesting very quickly.
It's true. Ethan Hickey back on the court.
We haven't updated you on the game in a long time, actually at all of his half. 11-17 to go. 47-11 our score, so does not look like a comeback is in the cards for the Platypi tonight. Nor does another game in this tournament. Looks like the season may end here.
You know, the Platypi's whole season has been kind of like a house of cards, just really fragile.
House of cards, maybe, I think maybe Jenga would be a game of Jenga, because every week they're pulling out another block. Eventually that tower's got to fall, and it's going to fall tonight.
That's true. You know, you could also compare this team to Candyland. They just got stuck in molasses swamp the whole season.
Yeah, Candyland going back to Saturday's banquet, that's true. Candyland was one of the themes, and the theme now is we're going to a break. With 10:20 to go, 47-11 our score. We'll be right back here on
Basketball.